Well, improving healthcare systems all across Ontario is something communities are dealing with, including the Brant Community Healthcare System. I'm joined by President and CEO of the Brant Community Healthcare System, Bonnie Kam. Thank you for joining me, Bonnie. I want to get into it. What are we doing right now in the Brant Community Healthcare System?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me, Colton. You know, we are at a really exceptional time in Brantford. We have recently received on May the 15th, as part of the provincial government budget, an additional planning grant of $12.5 million to help us to continue to plan for a new hospital in our region.
So where are we at in that planning?
Right. So there is a very already prescribed process by the Ministry of Health Capital Branch that outlines the steps that we are to follow as part of building a new hospital. We're currently in the first planning stage, and as part of that, there's a phase called 1.3 for functional planning, which is really looking at the details of exactly what is required based on growth, based on population, and that is something that we work through very robustly to develop the requirements for the new hospital.
So we want to build a new hospital. Do we have a site of where we want to build it?
Well, as part of that May 15th announcement with the provincial government, they outlined for the first time the opportunity for us to build on a greenfield site. And that is really critical, of course, because it opens up the opportunity for the community and the hospital to choose the best possible site for this new hospital to be placed on. Any
thoughts of where we're going to go yet?
No thoughts on that, because we're really following independent process where we've elected to proceed with a task force, and that task force represents key community members and First Nations and those with experience in this area who will, in fact, work to determine the standardized criteria with which we will use to assess the appropriate site.
Kind of like we said at the top, a lot of communities are dealing with this, looking at building new hospitals. How needed is this new hospital?
Well, you may be aware Brantford-Brant has very dated infrastructure. So we have a number of different towers that have come together to form the hospital. Many of them were built back in 1950. One or two of them are even 100 years old. So this is very needed. And we've also had some challenges with our infrastructure not too long ago with a boiler failure in our D wing, as well as a utility sinkhole that we're still remediating now. So the need is great.
What happens to Brantford General?
Well, it's too early to really determine that now. You know, the focus is on selecting a new site and determining exactly where that will be and continuing the planning process. But the site, in terms of the existing site and what will happen with that site, is still to be determined.
This takes a lot of time. Any ability to kind of estimate how long it would be before this hospital would open?
Well, I can tell you we're doing everything we can to expedite the timing of this new hospital. We're really not in a position to say, Colton. I think it's really going to depend on not just our work, but also how we work through the government process.
Would the idea be to put it in Brantford, though?
Well, we represent Brantford and Brant.
Okay.
So it is going to be determined as part of this transparent, open, and independent process.
Okay. Is there a way for the public to get involved, maybe give their opinion?
Absolutely. So we're very excited because we're just about to launch our public engagement process, where we will be engaging the public and encouraging them to participate with respect to what do they see as important for a new hospital site. So we do have a website, reimaginebchs.ca. There'll be more information coming this fall as to how community members can participate.
Is this something you hear from community members? They want a new hospital?
Definitely. I mean, this process in the community started back in 2010, looking to build a new hospital. And so I believe we finally are getting some momentum going, and so it's very exciting to be at this phase. All
right. Well, we're just running out of time. Let's get it in one more time. Where can people go to find out more information?
Yes, thank you, Colton. It's the website, reimaginebchs.ca, where people can access all the information regarding timelines and the survey associated with the new hospital site.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Bonnie.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Colton. I really appreciate it.